airports, all of the seats are hooked together and bolted to the floor, which amuses me. Do they think you're going to take a row with you on the plane? I don't know. But anyway, at this particular airport, all those seats were filled. But at the end of one row, there were 2 seats left on a T-shaped base. Now on one side was a little skinny woman, just a little slip of a thing, and I thought, perfect. I can sit in the other seat and have room for both my hips. I love that. So I sat down and I gave her greetings. Hi, how you doing? Then I bent over to gather my luggage around me. And when I bent over, she stood up. Did you ever ride a seesaw as a child? You know, if the other kid got off too fast, something was going to happen to you. Well, I went flying through the air, tails over teacups. Now, this will bring the men out from behind the counter. It takes a lot to get them motivated, but a flying woman will do it. So 3 little men came out in their little red US Air jackets and tried to help me get up. And could not. Not because of my size. Come on, there were 3 of them. And not because I was pinned under the chair. No, it's because I was laughing so hard. I wonder if you've ever laughed on the floor, on your face. It creates kind of a humping, wheezing effect. Which really concerned them. They said, ma'am, shall we get a doctor? That just made it worse. Finally, we got the chair up, we got me up. I sat down in the middle. And that was when I realized this waiting area was stone silent. More than 100 people were saying to themselves, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. But they dare not laugh, so they're looking around the room. They're hiding behind the newspaper. They're doing anything they could not to laugh. I, on the other hand, I could not stop laughing. Have you ever gotten tickled in a really quiet place? During communion at church. It's so quiet and it's so reverent. And you see something nobody else sees, and you get tickled. And the problem is, the more you try and hold it in, the more it's going to force its way out of your body. It'll come out your ears, your nose, or worse. So I'm sitting there trying to get my mind off the visual, because I could see how this must have looked. A big woman in a black coat flying through the air without a broom. So I got out my compact to see if my lipstick had survived this unscheduled flight. And looking in the mirror, I saw behind me another big, beautiful woman who looked like she'd swallowed a cat. She was so full of laughter. I sized her up as a sister immediately, and I gave her the elbow and said, I'm just glad I didn't flip that little woman up in the air. Now, can I just tell you, this was such a happy day for me. If this had happened to me when I was 20, I would have been so mortified. I couldn't have told a soul. I never would have flown through Indianapolis again. But when stuff like that happens after you're 40, even flying through the air, you're thinking, hey, this will make a great story. It's just one of the many joys of maturity. And I am just so excited. I think at this conference especially, we are here of all ages. Teens and 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. I love that. Dear ones, this is the clearest picture of heaven for me, is to see all ages and all stages and all sizes and all colors and all nationalities, all praising Jesus. It's amazing. It's just amazing. And your support of our dear Indian Sisters mission just blesses my socks off. I threw some money in the bucket praying it'll be a leg on one of those chairs.
That's exactly what I was thinking
myself.
myself.
You should check my wallet. I don't know how this always happens. I never have cash, not a penny. But I had some, and it's yours, and I'm so blessed Girlfriends, you need to give generously. Are there more flyers out there on your table for them to pick up? Please do it, because we know that it goes to a great cause. What a huge blessing. Thank you, Father. I will apologize now that my table is empty. I'm so sorry. That's totally my fault. Oh, ye of little faith, for not bringing enough. I'm very sorry. But, you know, it's out there. You can find it. ChristianBook.com, Amazon.com. It's out there, baby. Come to my website, LizCurtisHiggs.com. Visit me on Twitter, because I tweet. Sounds illegal, doesn't it? Yes. I tweet if you Twitter, and I Facebook if you Facebook. But let's keep in touch. I would hate to think that this is our last time together. Well, we're going to finish up this weekend together by looking at another flawed woman loved by a flawless God.